Greetings and welcome to part 2 of our saxophone series using essential elements for alto saxophone. This is looking at the white belt for band karate. We're going to be looking at numbers 14 through 18 in your book on page 6. Before we get into that, right now just kind of get your neck and your mouthpiece ready. This thing without your saxophone. And we're going to talk about articulation and tonguing, okay? Till now we've been focusing on getting notes and everything, but now let's talk about getting that fantastic tone. We talked about in the first video how to keep everything nice and firm, that thin lower lip, the top teeth on, lips around, keeping the cheeks in. We don't want this. Every band director's nightmare. Just that nice sound is what we're going for. But now let's talk about making our first tone in every song, any tone in every song. We're going to use what's called tonguing or articulation. Say ta, 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 ta. Now tu, tu, tu. Now, feel how your tongue is tapping your teeth. You may have used this on recorder. This gives us a nice crisp sound on the saxophone. So what I'm doing is I'm using that T syllable, and my tongue is tapping right about here. Not here, not right on top, not the very tip, but right about here on the reed. And it gives me a nice crisp sound. Listen to the difference. If I use my tongue, beautiful. If I don't use my tongue and I do what's called an air attack or a huff, where I go, it's kind of unfocused, right? Listen to the difference. Here's huffing. Here's tonguing. It's so even when you tongue and sounds delicious. Every day when you're practicing, take about just 2 or 3 minutes at least, and then just practice tonguing that. And then add that to all of your notes, okay? It really will make a difference in that great, fantastic tone production we're looking for. Okay, we're going to put that back on the saxophone now. Tighten that set screw. Okay, look at page 4 in your book. It talks about the notes in review at the very top in the orange box. Notice that is a picture of all the 5 notes you've learned so far. We have D, which was all your circle keys and your thumb. You have C, which is just your middle finger, B, first finger, A, 1 and 2, G, 1, 2, 3. Okay? The first thing on your band karate sheet for white belt is the 5-note scale. To do the 5-note scale, we're actually going to go backwards. We're going to start on the G, the lowest note you learn, and then we're going to go up to D, and then back down. Have a listen. That's your 5-note scale. Memorize it. It's a great warm-up when you're practicing to get you started, okay? And make sure everything's kind of working on your instrument in here. All right, look at number 14, Rolling Along. This is your next white belt song. Notice that it's 2 lines long, so when you get to the end of the line, you go to the next line. It's got a double bar at the end, which means you only play it 1 time. So let's go through the notes on here. It's going to be B, A, G, A, B, 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 rest, A, rest, B, D, D, rest, B, A, G, A, B, 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 rest, A, B, A, G, rest, rest. So Mary had a little lamb. Underneath that, we have another orange box that talks about a half note. So a half note is white in the middle, looks kind of like a quarter note, but white in the middle. You hold that for 2 beats, okay? So before, a quarter note was do, 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 if this is our beat, 1 on every beat, right? A half note, you're going to hold it for 2 of those. So it'll be do, 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 quarter, do, 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 half, do, do. It also talks about a half rest. It looks like a hat on top of the third middle line there. That's 2 beats of silence. It's like 2 of the little squiggly quarter rests, but it's a half rest. Okay? Let's skip over to number 17, Hot Cross Buns, which is your last white belt song. This one is using half notes and half rests in here. So let's go through the notes. So number 17, it goes B, A, G, half rest. B, A, G, half rest. G, 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 A, B, A, G. If you played recorder in any of your classes, you're going, yeah, I didn't know this. This is exactly how it was on recorder. It is. Alrighty, so that's white belt. Let's look at a couple more songs in this section that'll help us out. Number 16 is called the half counts. It's more practice using half notes and half rests. Notice at the very end of the song there is a double bar, double dot, repeat sign. So the notes on 16 are going to be G, 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 A, half rest, B, 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 C, half rest, D, C, B, A, G, half rest, repeat. Repeat. Half rest. Half rest. Half rest. Another one I like to do on these pages is number 18, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Again, it's repeated at the end. Notice right above it, it talks about a breath mark. A breath mark is that little comma. What that means is that it's a great place to take a breath. Normally, when you're talking in a sentence, it's not good to breathe all the time in the middle of sentences and words. So same thing in music. We want to breathe at appropriate parts. Don't worry if you can't do the phrases for now. Breathe when you need to. Please don't pass out, okay? But as you progress in your playing, those commas are the best places to breathe during a song. 18. Repeat. Alright, so that ends this segment. Again, keep working on that tonguing, the articulation using your tongue, that great diving breath. That awesome posture, feet flat, fanning forward, sitting up tall, making sure all your mouthpiece is on your cork as much as it'll go, making sure that your setup is really good, those screws, all that stuff, playing with the strap, getting it that perfect so most efficient. Keep on practicing every day, and we will see you later.